Damn, I'm still over 100 over.
I noticed on Ikira's. I'm trying to say her name correctly again. Ikara?
It's literally just Kara. So think Kara and then just put an I in front of it.
So her name is pronounced exactly the same as the ink Kara. Ikara.
Yes. I'm still
Phenomenal. That's not going to be confusing for
nice.
me at all.
I'm exactly 69 over.
Nice.
Hey, hold on. I think I was put in there twice. So can I find it? Nope. I cannot actually because it is not put in there twice. I can maybe remove those. That. That. That works. That works. I'm still exactly 37 characters over.
Start removing periods.
Or you just put it on a Google Doc and link it.
There we go.
That could also work, to be honest.
I have removed a lot of information. Hold on. I'll put it in a Google Doc. I hate freaking
Google Docky.
I will just link the Google Doc or try to use a web embedded for the Excalibur, and I will be very happy. Thank you, friend.
document. Lakara. This. Do this. Do this. Manage access. Anyone with link is an editor. All right. I'm just going to delete that from existence and do this instead. Motherfucker, I didn't copy the link. Son of a bitch. I just repasted my entire character again.
Yeah.
Link
I
copied.
asked the Clash Royale head ass. Yeah.
I have to change her career.
I actually wanted to address something about careers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all are supposed to have 2 careers.
Mm-hmm.
You get 2.
I wouldn't need to.
Let's check the career list again.
You want me just to read them out, or try to take a
I'm
picture?
mixing my own up.
Just throw me the link. That's all you got to do. I will find it.
Okay, I added my 2 careers. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I got a deafen again. Sister sent me more. She's on a downhill spiral, so I have to deal with that.
We can hold out on doing it today if you want.
We are doing this today.
I can also rail you.
She's at work. She can't message me forever. She's on break, so I don't have that long to deal with this until eventually she gets home, and then I don't get to sleep tonight. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Honestly, I think it would be better to hold off for the night. Just a moment. The site is loading. Load faster.
Yeah. This isn't like the definitive list. You can and you're entirely allowed to invent new careers. I just wanted to make sure that y'all have the 2 that are recommended, because there are other mechanics that may result in the game being slightly harder than it already is.
Fair enough. Yeah, I hope you like the idea of Henry just having been raised in a village of dragons disguised as humans because they're all just too committed to the bit.
I'm still not sure if I like that or not.
I thought it'd be a funny idea, mostly.
I mean, it is a funny, but also pain.
I mean, you don't need to render them.
Yeah.
It's still
All
not
right, I'm back.
loading. I
All right. I now have a link to Akara's character sheet on Lucy's desk. There we go. Awesome, 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 awesome. I was really hoping that the web embedded would have worked because that would have been cool, but apparently we're against cool shit here.
yeah, this would be like that.
Oh no, that's an Excalibur thing.
Oh,
Are they ever gonna notice?
Are you talking about us noticing you or
Yes.
what? Yes, I noticed that you sent a message of Lakira in the channel,
Check the
or
V.
you. Or, oh,
what is
okay.
the creative boy?
I can count the pixels.
That
God, it's
bad, huh?
not fucking loading.
Guess
This
they don't want
damn
Alex
book,
to
you
have a second
asshole.
career.
Listen, I will make a career in just beating your ass.
Well, why haven't you just downloaded the PDF at this point?
Fuck you.
So, while we're here, Dalton, I would definitely love to ask, what kind of skills would you want for the Integris archetype? Since you seem to like it.
Uh, I don't
Be very, very
know.
basic. Like, I don't want detail. I want basic, like
For
technomancy.
the tech priest archetype, definitely some form of technomancy there, but uh, something about like data retrieval in like the brain augmentation. I think that's cool. I think just having like an entire computer desktop in your brain or like inside of your fucking eyeballs is really fucking cool. Just ask Alex how much I obsess over the Alice droids having that.
It's a lot.
All right,
I think that's cool.
all right, that works. I can do that. As for Ogren, I just kind of know. I already know what every single skill is going to be.
Okay, I'm downloading the PDF. I gotta
Yeah.
make it. I gotta make an account.
You don't have to make an account unless you've already downloaded enough uh files.
No. It's telling me I have to make an account.
Oh,
And your
bugger.
fucking break. God damn.
I sent you a picture of the page though.
You gotta
while
remember he's gay.
while Alex is choosing the struggle, I will generate the chaos spellbook and indulge in the Lucy.
I will do. Fuck it, Pit Fighter.
Pit fighter. That's an
Pit
interesting one.
Fighter. It's
So
what it's
that
called in the thing.
that completely explains why him and his stick are so good.
My fists are gonna be even better. You want to see?
I mean, if it's going up my
Yeah,
ass,
fucking
sure.
brass knuckles. This old man's about to give you the old 1-2. Buckle my shoe.
When I get a level up, if there's any shot to take like action surge or some shit, I'm doing it.
Oh no, you're not gonna get to fuck with the action economy.
No!
You don't get to brave just yet.
I want to fuck with the action economy. I want to down two fuckers in a one. Unfair.
Yeah, the action economy is mine. I stole the precious thing.
Wait a second. I already technically do fuck with the action economy. I have a 100%
Shut the fuck
loyal
up!
companion. Wait a
You kind of
minute.
have two accounts, you dipshit.
Yeah, wait a minute. I don't need action, sir.
Also, you could do it more by getting companions, which
Yeah,
is the
but
thing
you're
that I'm actively encouraging. And look, okay, Lucy, I'm jingling keys for you right now. There are mass war simulation rules here. In this tiny ass system, there are rules for simulating an entire fucking war.
awesome. So if
Do
I
I have
seduce a shadow imp, does that become my companion?
No, shadow imps are not conducive to companionship.
So
Henry will kill
even
it.
if I seduce it, it won't become a companion.
Henry
No,
will
I
kill
mean
it.
that you cannot seduce a shadow imp. There is nothing there. You're trying to seduce a spirit.
Okay,
Which
and
I
that's possible. That I mean, we've seen bards do worse.
Yeah,
I was
but
about to bring their spirits.
it's a
Uh,
it's a different story. The shadow imps are different. You can't loot them.
So I can seduce the dragon then.
You can't. I would strongly recommend you don't.
Kara's gonna die.
I'm just doing what you guys always do to me in my campaign.
Hey, I don't
Well,
always do it to you.
I'm not getting mad about it. I'm just trying to make sure you don't fucking die.
Okay,
Henry's
fine. I
got
won't
this.
seduce the dragon. Can I? Hmm. Was the demon seducible?
The one in the Black Pyramid?
Yeah, the one that got an acid jar to the dome.
No, not that one. But there are seducible demons in that building, unfortunately.
And if I seduce them, will they become a companion?
Before you pursue this line of thought, I would encourage you check the Excalibur map that I've made, and check out the Black Pyramid frame, and read the text blurb I put there.
Fine, fine, fine.
I have generated the wild spell today. I think announcing what the spell is that every day is funner than leaving it to mystery, because usually it doesn't get used.
Hey, I might use it.
Yeah.
Never know. I
But
may forget.
today it is the inscrutable vine cloak.
Ooh, okay. That sounds like something that'd help hide.
So it was entirely valid for Lakara to never step foot inside of that
Yeah,
pyramid.
that pyramid is way too high of a level for y'all to stand a fucking chance.
I knew
And
it. I knew it.
I was
I knew it was a bad idea.
I was
Yeah, you
dropping
still
so many
you
hints.
still couldn't get rest, you asshole.
Oh, I was worried that you were not getting the hint.
Oh no. All I heard was pyramid, and I was like, yep, nope, not touching that shit.
Okay,
Yeah, you
so
still wouldn't be able to get me.
is there any pre-session things I need to address? Y'all want to change up your inventories much?
Oh, I got the only addition I needed. Brass knuckles.
Um,
Your brass knuckles will deal a d6 of damage.
Yeah.
no, but I would like to ask something. Now, Pride Fire, very, the kaiju can do it. However, the host should be able to do so as well. If she, say, loses her rifle, could she just finger gun?
I'm going to say yes, but it's going to draw from the same reserves that the drone does. So if you and the drone are firing at the same time, you run out of that reserve twice as fast.
All right, that makes sense. Also, I would like to point out that, well, more so ask that the ammo is for the drone. Well, the kaiju is restored after a short rest. Just kind of because that's more
Mm,
so a biological mechanism rather than genuine ammunition.
I'm going to allow it after a long rest because short rests are essentially any time that y'all are outside of combat or any immediately threatening situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I will find a way to give you like more reserves or just
I'm sure after a
let
couple
it.
level ups, when their bond grows closer, they'll have more reserves along with more abilities. But
Yeah.
and those
Maybe I'll
abilities
just
could
like make
actually
it
take from
into.
those reserves.
Maybe I'll just make it into like the reserves reset after around a day instead of making it fully rest and sanctuary based.
Okay.
I think I like the sound of that better.
Now, I would like to say something. This is actually for the session. Henry lands first, his drop pod or ship or whatever lands first, and Lakara just falls from the top of the hole and face plants into the steel and just kind of gets up and dusts herself off.
Oh,
Since that's not a part of this, since that's technically before the session starts, she doesn't have HP at that point, and her
If she
durability is
does,
reverted to lore set.
uh, I would prefer that she uses a drop pod too. That way, that you know they can have one ready for her on her way out. Unless she's doing this entirely to try to style on Henry.
Yeah, the drop pod's coming in right after her, and it's gonna land
and the drop
behind her,
pod's
but
right
it's
when
entirely style points.
Okay.
she's trying to
I don't
impress
know
an
why I
old
was
man.
thinking that.
To be fair, she failed at looting the demons. She's either gonna loot a dragon or she's gonna loot the old man. Take your pick.
The old man is not going to be
Oh,
looted.
I'm so confused as to how this became an aspect of the design of a thing that I never considered the direction of. Why are you like this?
Oh, because you guys are like this every time I played D&D as the DM.
Hey, I'm not like that every time.
Motherfucker, you almost always wait, no, actually it was Dalton that almost always exclusively played the bard.
Yeah, no, I played Bard once.
Actually, yeah,
I
you're
don't play Bard at
bard
all.
in the Teratov session.
Well, okay, I played Bard twice then. I played Ning and I've played Noble.
Fair.
Neither of those people fuck.
And I don't play Bard at all.
No, but you sure as hell act like one.
Anyways,
Name the last campaign I did that you posted.
That would be Teratov, where you tried to seduce the shopkeeper to get better freaking shop prices.
No, that was not me.
Yep. Well, one of you did.
I don't remember most of the Tarkov campaigns. I do,
Honestly, I don't
however,
either.
need
We did like
need
3
Henry.
sessions. We did
What
3
are you saying,
sessions and
Dalton?
then I gave up. Sorry.
I do need Henry to make a charisma check
Why does he need to make a charisma check?
because the rules in this game are delightfully simplified. You rolled a 16?
Mhm.
Fucking. Oh my god, okay. Well, for one, Henry gets here and he notices that all the corpses from the undead swarm are still there, and that they are very slowly standing up.
Oh god, he's got to beat them back down to the ground.
Well, yeah, but they're like really fucking slowly standing up. You guys have like three turns before
Yeah.
it matters.
Henry's immediately gonna start caving in their skulls with the stick.
Okay.
Gonna roll.
No, you don't need to. I'm just waiting to see what Ikara is doing.
Well, she's gonna
Going to-
scream "wee" as she face plants into the metal, flip up onto her feet, and then kind of
She sees the
just
old. She just sees the old man fucking splitting their skull, splitting the undead skulls open.
yeah. Then Lakara's just gonna kind of curb stomp their heads in, whichever ones he's not actively beating the shit out of.
All right. So, you do manage to get 6 of them, which leaves 2 of them left, which isn't a real threat. You can skip this encounter if you'd like.
I'd be fine rolling to kick their shit in real quick.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to, do something that would be more so a stunt than a proper attack.
Well, I'm just stunts are like half of the action economy. What would you like to do?
Um, well, seeing as her body is mostly, completely different now, she is just going to kind of reverse flash and slam her hand into one of their chests. And then proceed to try to rip out their spine.
Mm.
Come on, lucky dice, don't fail me now. Holy shit!
Got in at 20.
I don't have a modifier and we don't do criticals here, but yeah, I got a shit. There's all of my luck gone for the entire night just because I wanted to style points.
So Ikara manages to slam her fist into this fairly already damaged corpse and rip it apart, properly jibbing it. And I'm going to register the word jib as a very important key word when it comes to combating these things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, also known as not dead, incapacitated.
No, jib, as in their body parts have been splayed into multiple locations.
Mm.
Oh god, they're gonna regrow or like a hydra, aren't they?
No. You've never played Quake. God damn it.
Lakara's just gonna
Wait.
wave at Henry with the spine still in her hand.
Meanwhile, Henry, putting on his brass knuckles, is going to walk over to the other zombie, and with a roll of a slutty 20, he's gonna fucking uppercut them right in the jaw, like right in the lower jaw.
I do still want you to. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. You manage to uppercut it and shatter the head. It stumbles back and falls backwards.
I did do a damage roll, and yeah, I did do the attacking roll. I did
Yeah,
7 damage.
yeah, it's still trying to move and it's still alive, but you're gonna immediately get away with a coup de grace next turn, so it's fine.
Lakara is still waving at Henry with the spine still in her hand.
Well, then I guess Henry might as well follow up by just punching down straight into its face, into the zombie's face. While trying to get up, just fucking punches down.
It's fucking rude, man.
Yeah, and it's knocked prone. He will not get prone again if he has to. I will prone mock.
Alright, so you are in the same drop point as last time.
Mhm.
I'm going to roll a d6 to determine what time it is.
Lakara is still waving to Henry with the spine in her hand.
He's confused as to why she's still holding the spine in her hand.
Improvised weapon, motherfucker.
Yeah, but like, respect for the dead?
I ain't got no respect for these bastards. They've been dead for a lot longer than we've been alive.
As far as you know.
Lakara's just gonna chuckle a little.
Time does work weirdly on this planet, after all.
Lakara is just going to chuckle a little and then throw the spine at it.
She's power drunk, isn't she?
I mean, she's still kind of getting used to her, not being human anymore.
Okay. Well,
You're gonna gently catch the spine and put it down. He doesn't like the desecration of the dead like that.
Lakara knows it's necessary.
Yeah, but in his eyes, there's a point where it's too far.
You say that
would
till a
be a
shadow
great
imps got a
thing.
finger up your butthole.
This would be a great thing to role play.
No, you don't have to go that. You don't have to do that much against them.
You do realize
All-
they're
all-
gonna just keep getting back up as long as they're still in one piece, right, Henry?
All you have to do is just take out the head. You didn't need to do all that with this.
You see how, the other ones that are still mostly in the same spot with all of their bits and organs are still, kind of regenerating? And how the one I ripped the spine out of and threw at you is, not moving at all? Yeah, so, these
The head
fuckers need
was,
to be
where is it?
complete. They need to be completely separated, dismembered, dismantled, and everything. Her kaiju's just gonna kind of bump into her and just go, "Shut the fuck up. We're down here for a job. Stop bullying the old man." The kaiju does not take pride in bullying the old man.
The old man is just trying to be respectful of the dead, even if they're undead.
But the kaiju is then going to turn to Henry and be like, "She does have a point. These creatures will continue to get up if they are left in one piece. I understand where you come from. All life is sacred, even the undead. But where we come from, efficiency is necessary." The kaiju definitely talks to Henry with a lot of respect because, he is an old man.
That willingly
However,
volunteered to come down here a second time.
I'm sorry, are you playing Henry or are you fucking playing God, what's his name?
I'm playing Henry.
That voice you did definitely sounded, not so Henry.
No, I was speaking out of character for a second there.
Okay, I found the page I was looking for.
The kaiju's then going to kind of like float between the two of them and be like, "Well, I think it's time we about start heading down. There's not much on this floor anyway."
I
I
mean,
mean, there's always.
there's stuff on this floor. It's actually safer up here.
Lakara would sit down here with the sole purpose of gathering acid. Sole purpose. Acid and all fire cells.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Henry was sent down with the purpose of exploration.
god damn it.
Yep, time for him to explore. Level 1.
I knew when
At
you
least,
asked
at
if
least
I
the part
wanted
he
to edit my inventory, I should have added something. Son of a bitch.
We're still pretty early in the session. What is the thing?
Rust powder.
No,
was it?
denied.
Damn it. Can I just have straight up thermite?
He's gonna say no.
When you get to the 10th level of the dungeon, you shall find thermite, and it shall be weaker than everything you have at that point. Yeah.
The thermite is meant for collapsing steel beams onto big monsters, though. It's
Who
not meant
says that you're gonna be around steel?
it's not meant to be a direct weapon. It's meant to make traps.
Perhaps? Perhaps, princess?
But yeah, Lakara and the Sen Kaiju are just gonna kind of follow Henry. Mostly because the kaiju kind of just tells her to fucking follow the old man or I'm gonna kick your ass.
Meanwhile, Henry is documenting stuff in his data pad for later. You know, for when his rest period to actually send it.
Lakara does seem rather bored this time, though.
Yeah, she's a filthy abhuman.
To be fair,
I
before this,
feel
she was riddled with bullet holes as a joke by one of her friends.
He's a filthy,
oh,
a heretic. Not made in the image of the emperor.
so
Shut the
I've
fuck
got
up.
3 more directions to render.
Woo!
You know, hold on. I hate having to open a Scala draw every single time because it drains my battery so fast.
Maybe tabbed on a computer or something.
I can
I
just
have
send a
to be
screenshot of it.
outside, motherfucker.
I can send a screenshot of it so you don't have to.
It changes all the time. Okay, so that's north. Um, Lucara is going to point to the other structure that they didn't, go into last time and be like, that would be a good place to start.
Yeah. Henry was kind of exploring the place they didn't do yet. Last time.
Okay, yeah, then we'll head to the second structure.
Mm-hmm.
The unrendered structure?
Yes, the unrendered
First.
structure, bud.
Ah,
The lumber, yeah, but lumber biome could be good for the
I have to get out of my
grinding.
freaking Titanfall personality. Give me a few seconds. I almost started flirting with you because you were annoying me.
How did I do?
No, I was. It's ever so slight, right? I get annoyed from being impatient, and
Mhm.
I I really need to get out of that personality set. Hold on. So glad that didn't come out of my mouth. Dalton, I'm
oh, I
sorry
would have
for
just
saying
edited it out.
Dalton, I'm sorry for saying bud, but the thing that would have come out other than bud would have been much worse.
All right, we have some more rendering, and I'm gonna shift things around just a teensy bit.
Aw, I am missing 3 of my green dice. That makes me actually really, really sad.
So we are going to the unrendered structures.
Yes.
Indeed.
Time to be rendered,
I have
motherfucker.
to reroll this.
Yeah, how about we
I
don't
rolled another
do
pyramid.
the Black Pyramid? Yeah, how about we don't do a Black Pyramid?
No,
We're
no,
going
I'm
to
just
another
gonna
Black Pyramid, baby. Let's go.
No, no.
change it. It's going to be something much funner.
We both
Both of these nuts.
There we go.
for these nuts in your mouth. Yes.
So, this is a refugee camp. You can arrive to it in short term. You have been dropped here at around balls to fuck early in the day. It's the 6th watch. I believe that's somewhere around 2 a.m., right?
God damn.
I
Right?
think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that just comes with Skell's technology. I don't need to mention what her helmet does.
So, yep, I knew that was going to happen. It is so it's a fairly large refugee camp actually. You see the mobile housing, various different forms of pop-up tents and power pillars littering the landscape as you get closer. Various vehicles are also here, and a good number of ancient Calamity Humvees and similar vehicles are also here.
Her eyes widen as she kind of just puts a hand on Henry's shoulder and just kind of pulls him back a few steps. Let's not go near the old Humvees in case they have an AI in them, and that AI is angry that it hasn't seen people in a long time. We don't need a voice in our head.
Why would people put an AI in a Humvee?
Calamity was really, really weird back in
Can
the
people
day.
not
They
drive?
had AI in everything.
Can they not drive for themselves?
No, they can. The AI was more so meant to operate their weapon systems, operate their scanners, and just kind of be an extra set of eyes and ears and an extra trigger finger, really. But they also were kind of meant to jump to a soldier should the Helmvee be destroyed and the squad be killed. That way, the soldier wouldn't go insane from being alone and trapped in a place where they have no idea how to get home. Calamity was really, really picky about everything they did, and they had backup plans and fail safes for everything. And those look really, really old back in the golden age of Calamity, which means those AIs would be very, very lonely.
Why make AIs that can get lonely?
Because they believed everything that could think deserved the right to have emotion.
And shouldn't they have let it be able to communicate with the other AIs then?
Then you would get, God, what was that AI's name again? I have no idea. Sorry, Henry. It's been a while since I've taken up on Calamity's history. But there was a case of two AIs merging, and Calamity has these things called Lancers. I'm sure you know of the Lancer I'm going to mention, Meta. Before he was as strong as he is now, he had an AI. And then another Lancer named Tex had another AI as well. Um, Tex and Meta got a little too close with their experimental AI. Tex's AI jumped to Meta, and Meta started ripping the AI chips out of every other Lancer he found and brutally murdering every Lancer he found. So they don't let him communicate. Nowadays they do because they don't have those experimental AI, but back in the day they were experimenting with some really fucked up shit. Those AI are probably as bad as the demons that live down here.
Hmm.
So
And
we should probably head around.
Calamity just left them here.
To be fair, I think the Brotherhood stole them. I wouldn't put it past the Brotherhood. You know, they were kind of the poverty state of existence, you know?
Oh my god, the brother would be so offended by that.
Fucking.
Holy shit!
So
We're just gonna start seeing the fucking ghosts of the Brotherhood workers coming to haunt us because of that shit.
+1 wrath of leather. Anyways,
I mean, is she wrong though?
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't say she's wrong.
I mean, the Axis was right there for the longest time.
The Axis was poverty with slavery. That's all they were.
so
Hey.
as you are navigating through this massive refugee camp, it's kind of like cloaked in the same form of darkness as the same form of darkness as the railway station is. But you know, whatever lives in this darkness has been sufficiently intimidated to not fuck around and find out.
Yeah, Henry Stick has a reputation down here.
Big Stick
Uh,
Henry.
but as you wander through here, you start to smell vanilla. And at first, you're not sure if it is vanilla, but it like you get another waft of the smell. It is 100% a sweet, bready smell of vanilla coming from one of these nearby tents.
Vanilla. There's people alive down here?
Actually, the kaiju is actually going to scan both of them to see if either of them are having a stroke because, scientist faction.
Okay, so there is genuinely the smell of vanilla in the air. It's someone's like baking.
So even the kaiju can smell it then.
Yeah, the kaiju can definitely smell it. As a matter of fact, it's a tantalizing smell. I know your characters don't have a lot of exposure to really hard strife, but this would be like soul melting if you were having a really bad life.
Oh, wow. It's almost like the Brotherhood is the state of poverty.
Motherfucker, you're gonna give us another Wrath of Leathers.
No. That character that doesn't fucking count.
Yeah, I'm not counting it.
Encourage me.
Anyways, anyways, you do find a tent with a makeshift oil lantern hung outside. This tent is large enough to have multiple rooms. It looks like it was maybe like a command center tent.
Can
Oh no, the
I,
refugee camp was just completely disorganized at this point.
yeah. Could I roll for
Hello,
a
is there anyone
sweeping
here?
clear of the tent? Military background.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Could I roll for like a sweep and clear of the tent? Like high focus, high awareness type shit, where she kind of can't be surprised that she like moves through it with her rifle raised at the ready.
No, Alex, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna have Henry call it. Hello, is there anyone in here? It might be an actual person that's alive. Might want to get them out of here.
So Henry hears voices in response.
Only
Good noise, good
Henry
voices or bad
does.
voices?
What? What? Flashbacks. Yes, flashbacks. Come here. Come here. We need another. We need. Oh, there's two. And as you hear
She's
multiple
gonna
people
smash the lamp
shuffling
against the
around.
fucking tent. She's gonna smash the lamp against the tent, set it on fire. She's like, nope, fuck that.
It's not flammable, but it's definitely worth a notion. A short, diminutive, uh, bipedal fly jumps out of the next room of the tent into the the doorway hallway thing, so that you can see them. And like half of its head is just red eyes and tiny little pupils darting all over the place as it rubs its hands and tilts its head and is like, yes, yes, you fuckwits, come here, yes, yes, come here,
Lakara is
yes,
going to
we share, you come here, you come here.
Lakara is going to kind of raise her rifle, keep her finger off the trigger because she's not sure if it's a threat yet, and she's going to use her drill sergeant voice to tell it to put its hands in the fucking air because she just doesn't trust anything down here. But she is going to try to make her tone, even while raising her voice in that drill sergeant way. She's going to try to make her tone seem nicer than a drill sergeant would be because she does remember that there's not many living things down here that can talk to you, and that she was informed to try to be nice to them, and she is going to do so.
Henry is planning on dubbing this thing William Golding.
What's William Golding?
The guy who wrote Lord of the Flies.
Oh. It's going to put its hands into the air, and you see like all of this really large and ugly hairs on its arm also curl up towards the sky. And as it does this, you get another intense waft of the sweet vanilla smell. And he's like, you stupid, you stupid, you stupid, you stupid. And he has this continual verbal tick where he says the same thing, and it's usually an insult. And he gets quieter and quieter each time.
She's going to kind of take a step forward as her kaiju is going to look at it and just be like, you need to take a couple of steps back. She's not fully connected to her body, so I'm just going to need you to take a couple steps back, my fly-like friend. We'll come in, but we don't exactly trust you yet, and we're not going to take any risks. We're basically human. I don't know what the fuck you are, honestly, but you clearly can talk. So you're more reasonable than the rest of the fucking things down here.
Yes. Life not easy, not hard either, if you smart. And he backs through the parted cloths of the tent into the next room. And you can
Like,
see more light inside and, more of his kind.
both the car and the kaiju stopped dead in their tracks when seeing that. They just kind of sit there, both of them aiming at them, both of them talking telepathically at the moment, trying to figure out the best way to go about this situation. Henry can butt in at any time, though he can't hear the two talking.
He had asked the fly guy what its name was. I just didn't get a response.
The fly did actually just ignore that.
Then may I call you William?
You call? You have device?
No.
Can I see device? Can I call? Can I make call? He kind of like stands closer to the doorway and moves the cloth. He's very confused.
I'm asking if I can name you William.
No, you stupid.
Well then, what is your name?
Not old enough to have names.
Lakara's gonna kneel down, seeing that these guys are kind of prey-like creatures, and she's gonna kind of tilt her head to the side to kind of give that look to make sure they don't rush her all of the sudden. She's gonna be like, "Are you things trapped down here? Are you guys able to leave?"
No, not trapped. Not trapped. Not trapped. Not trapped. Not trapped. Not trapped. Not trap. He starts getting louder and louder until he backs away and starts talking in a different language to some of the other fly-like creatures. He
I think
seems
you. I think.
somewhat
I,
angry about what she was saying.
I think you should stop trying to scare them.
She's gonna turn to Henry and be like, I'm not trying to scare them. I'm trying to stand my ground and ask questions. If if these things are stuck down here and we are able to bring them back to the surface, both of us are getting a payday in our fucking dreams. Alien species from the depths of the Brotherhood. They would be studied, that we would try to learn their language, and it would be a whole new trade network. I'm sure there's probably more of them down here. But they also
Yes,
look like
but
moths drawn to a flame. You see how they're all huddled
No,
around the lights back there?
they look
but
like fruit flies.
they're flies, not moths.
I meant that as a metaphor, you dense-headed old man. Kaiju's just gonna kind of extend a tendril and slap the shit out of her.
Uh, the one that they
Uh,
were talking to, though he can be distinguished by the fact that he's trying to wear a really oversized gray T-shirt, while the other ones are nude. Unfortunately, there are no bits. They are insect.
you cannot,
Nah,
aka you cannot seduce them, Lucy.
Lakara is not into bugs. Lakara is not into bugs. I'll put it that way. She's into demons, not bugs.
thank thank you. Anyways, uh, he
Yeah.
he uh, he does like a gesture towards another one of the rooms, and he's like, "You help cook. You help cook. Yes,
Lakara's gonna lower her voice and she's gonna be like, "What do we get in return?"
meal. You too stupid
That
to eat or something."
that actually
I
stuns
mean,
her
I'll
for
hope
a
so.
moment.
Highest Lacar doesn't need to eat.
Technically, she does, and it's a lot. She needs to eat technically a lot.
Well, Henry's gonna help cook, and I rolled a 20.
Oh, Henry discovers that they are cooking one of their own, and their organs produce a very intense, vanilla flavored sweet syrup that they
That's
love drinking. Uh, but it is, unfortunately, it is definitely edible. All you need.
mm,
Lakara's gonna be
I was
like,
gonna have the
"Well,
idea of it.
you offered to
Yes,
fix
it is
it."
somehow like nature to him. He rolled a 20. He was somehow able to do this like it's second nature. Maybe he's done this before. Maybe he hasn't. Who knows?
Lakara and her kaiju are just gonna kind of stand at the doorway, watching each other's backs. Um, they're they're not entirely trusting of the fly people, but she has lowered her weapon, to not make the other ones feel threatened. She doesn't want to get Henry
Uh,
trapped in there because he is technically the only other person she can talk to.
I
well,
mean, she can talk to the fly.
there's seven of these buggers here. They do carry around a combination of makeshift weapons and bog firearms. There is like a really large machine barrel in the corner of this room, but that thing might as well be fixed to the ground.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't pick Envy. Otherwise, she would have gunned them down for their weapons. I'm so glad I picked Pride instead. Envy would have been so bad for this.
Oh, so where did you guys get all those weapons of yours? I got while like while while doing the cooking, he's just gonna do some talking.
Well, since he is substantially larger than them, and he seems to actually understand how to do this, they just let him process the entire corpse by himself, and they're more than happy to talk to him about a good number of things.
Yes, the power of being an old man.
Yeah. We find on dumb fuck. Dumb fuck, yeah, dumb fuck fall die. Dumb fuck fall die. Dumb fuck fall come here. Dumb fuck scream and fight big demon. Uh Dumb fuck pick up a lot of weapons from body. We pick up from dumb fuck.
Mm.
Uh
How many other people have ended up down here?
Dumb fuck amount. We cannot eat dumb fuck.
Mm.
We do eat dumb fuck word. And he kind of like makes the gesture of petting an animal. We do eat small thing. uh
In the back of Henry's mind, he's actually taking a note of this. They don't seem like scavengers, when it comes to food, unlike normal flies, because normal flies will tend to build up around corpses and the like.
no, these flies seem to actually not keep a lot of food on hand. They do hoard a lot, or maybe they're just living in an area where there's a lot hoarded. Uh, or It's really hard to actually tell what the fuck they're doing. He just can tell that they were already going to eat this other fly, and it's definitely one of them. It looks the same. The carcass has a lot of the same markings.
Looked the same. It's been butchered.
Well, yeah.
By Henry, the old man, who is a fucking chef somehow.
Lakara's going to remember something and then just kind of look out towards the outside of the camp, just kind of keeping her head on a swivel.
Yes,
Lakara, you notice that there is a small pile of books next to you.
Books, you say?
Yeah, there's a small pile of books.
She's actually going to collect those because physical books are pretty rare within Skell and will definitely fetch her a pretty penny.
All right, so you got The Nation and the Man by Late Avron.
Okay. She's also going to kind of look around the rest of the camp for any sort of lock boxes or maybe a standing structure that has like a locked door that has like a keypad on it. She has a list of fucking passwords that she needs to start dumbing down.
Okay, so this tent has 5 rooms, not including the entry hallway. You have the main room where there's a table set up. There's 4 corners that are large enough to contain a small pile of debris or be cleared away for one awkward Ikara to stand. There is a lantern hung from the center, and there are 2 additional rooms on each opposing side from the entrance. Currently, Henry is in one of those rooms, being the kitchen. Assumably, another one is the bedroom for all 7 of these creatures. The other 2, seeing as this seems to be some sort of command tent, will either contain officer quarters or a terminal. The Brotherhood was very fond of their computers and their processing bays. So it would be a surprise if this tent did not have its own dedicated computer.
She is going to try to find that computer while having her kaiju watch her back. She does not trust these fly things.
One of the fly things is following her and muttering under its breath, "Dumb fuck move, dumb fuck is going, dumb fuck need watch, dumb fuck do something."
She's going to turn to it and be like, I have super hearing, right? You can just say that to my face. You are not going to hurt my pride.
It
You're a
it, it,
fly.
it, 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 it like jumps up and down and shakes its hands excitedly. Oh, and it starts like speaking quieter and quieter and trying to get her to come closer. Is like, hey, how can you still hear me? Can he? Does it
Yes, yes.
succeed?
No, no, she can easily hear it with her boosted senses. She is
It,
going to look at it though and just be like, if you want to watch me, you can, just please don't get too close.
yeah, dumb fuck, not dumb.
Yeah, I'm not dumb.
Why don't,
And she's going
why don't you
to
scream a dumb fuck ear?
and she's just gonna kind of play into it. Dumb fuck's down here because dumb fuck is here to collect valuables and the pretty acid that's down a level below us.
Oh.
She's actually going to get an idea. Hey, have you guys explored the deeper levels, or do you guys stay up here on this
No, no, no,
floor?
no, 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 and that one just like backs away a bit and just shakes his head. No, no, no talk, no English.
Well, she's going to take her the privacy she was given. Kaiju is still watching her back, and just kind of start working on the terminal, trying to figure out what this camp held and if there's any, logs about what happened at the very end of the camp. Like if there's anybody who made a panicked one last log, so she can kind of figure out what killed these people or drove them out.
Yeah. Well, actually,
She's
no.
also
This
here for
this is
history.
from this camp is actually from a point in the Brotherhood's history that was rendered. Hence the Calamity Peoples. But we're gonna snap back to Henry to see how he's doing. Uh, the fly soup is ready. It has a very white consistency. Thankfully, it's also very difficult to stir.
Oh,
And now that it's been like fully cooked, it has almost this brisket smell as well.
huh. It's supposed to smell like this.
Yes. Dumbfuck do good. Dumbfuck can have small portion if wish. Dumbfuck get fly culture though.
Like culture.
Fly culture.
Don, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Considering the fact that they are flies, I will let you make your own discernment.
Yeah, no, me saying he'll get fly culture. I'm curious as to what that means.
I really
Uh,
wish that I didn't make the Humvees a danger spot.
you you could ask the fly what that means.
So what does that mean? Fly culture.
Oh, you eat fly, you get fly in belly. Belly help. It help belly last. Uh, and if you know eat, it help with pain. And uh, but what was the other thing it do to dump fly? If you know eat for long enough, you die.
What?
And it like
I figured
nods.
that should be kind of obvious. If you don't eat for so
And
long.
it like nods in like confirmation with itself.
So that means no, I wouldn't become a fly, right, Dalton?
Uh, maybe the fly did not say any of that.
Hmm. Can can is would there be a container somewhere nearby where I could store this in? Or a small
Uh,
trophy?
Lakara could always
it,
scan it with her helmet.
it's not a
Yeah, would be a lot more suspicious if he has the car scan it on the spot.
That is
Yeah.
there. She's also kind of busy right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you do have a bowl initially, but you can use one of the dirty containers in the piles in the corners of the room.
Can I wash the container?
Water down here.
Yes. Can I wash the container?
He can wash it with his piss, I
No.
guess. I mean, he has a dick. He could piss in the container and try to wash it that way.
What? That
I'm
wouldn't
fucking
even
with
work.
you. I'm fucking with you, my guy.
Oh, he'll put it in the dirty container. Then I'll save some of this for later for myself.
Yes, it won't live long though.
Hmm?
Live, last, live, last, live,
Yes.
last, live, last.
Live and learn. Hey,
And the flies gather around the table to have their communal meal.
Hmm?
The image is not graceful, but you can see from the light in the next room where Ikara is. Ikara, you are having some pretty good luck with the computer terminal.
Her entire culture is built around technology, so I fucking hope so.
So you remember that time when the Brotherhood ended up in a small war with its neighboring factions because it was doing some politically controversial shit, and it also started to get into a war with the Wake zombies in the wasteland, and
Calamity
it
sent
made
aid.
some yeah, Calamity sent some aid in exchange for help with some of their armored suits.
Yep, I remember that.
The terminal logs confirm this, and it confirms that this town was on one of the battlefronts, and it was the relocation of one of those hostile factions being relocated into Brotherhood grounds, where they continued to suffer a as the terminal put it, a intense and prolonged conflict of political interests, which reads as they resisted indoctrination and propaganda and refused to discard problematic cultural heritage.
Hmm. So the camp just kind of broke out into a civil war and people started killing each other.
Yeah, but the last log describes it describes the sky filling with red brimstone and a multitude of gigantic slender figures digging their fingers into the ground and picking the camp up.
Lakara's gonna go silent as she reads that last log, and she's just going to stand up and try to go get Henry to leave this fucking camp.
Henry's on his way to Ikara, about to ask her to actually scan the fly soup, as I'm gonna call it.
She's like, I'll scan the soup when we are away from this camp. She has her voice wavers a little. It's kind of quivering a bit. She seems genuinely scared for the first time since he's met her.
What happened? He's immediately
This
cutting the bullshit.
this camp was attacked by a god. We need to leave in case whatever remnants its hand left behind come back. These flies might have been the survivors of this camp, twisted by the fucking effects. We need to go.
And do you think that whatever god that was is the same is the reason why this the wake is the way it is here?
She's gonna be like, I don't know. We're never allowed to study the wake. It's only
top level scientists from Skell that are even allowed to mention the wake, and only Genta's top fucking guards are even allowed to study it, and they're rarely ever seen. I don't know, but it's a possibility, and I'd rather not be infected by wake sickness and genuinely be affected by it, right? When we left, we were experiencing very, very, very minimal wake sickness. I do not want to suffer the same way the citizens of the bog did down here. Most of them were pretty resilient to it because they lived in it their entire lives. You and I have lived our entire lives on the surface. These flies seem like they'll be fine. I pray for them because they seem like intelligent creatures, but we need to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Maybe we should probably inform Calamity about the Humvees though.
Yeah, we definitely will. I'm sure they'll give us both a paycheck for them to recover that old technology, because that probably will help their war effort. I mean, currently Calamity is holding the line for us against some Tyranids that have landed on Pandora, and we were never in good standing with them until recently. Once Genta retook control, once Sombra took control, we went straight to war with Calamity, and Sombra sent so many of our people to die, so many of my friends. We gotta go though. I
Mm-hmm.
can't get emotional here, but we gotta go.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll be able to find some better weapons out in the around the Humvees as well.
I'm sure we could easily find weapons in those Humvees that would probably kill a lot of the demons down here. I mean, most of those weapons were insane. I mean, they found a way to make Vile Thorn a viable, mass-produced weapon. But yeah, we should get going. And then she's gonna kind of take the container from him, because she is going to scan it once they're at a safe distance,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's
yeah.
going to start heading regrettably and kind of uncomfortably. She's going to start heading. She's going to turn back to him and be like, make sure you numb your mind completely, no thoughts while we're searching the Humvees. Even if the AI talks to us, no thoughts, because otherwise it will jump directly into our bodies. Those AIs are not confined by their circuit boards.
So you put literal ghosts in the circuit boards?
She's like, they're not. Have you heard of transcendental AI?
No, that's bullshit.
So Calamity has, since they're a little bit further out of the camp, she's feeling a little bit better. Calamity was, of the Bicist, right? Calamity's main religion that
No.
about 98%. You don't?
No.
Well, the Bicist is full of gods that actually interact with their followers. They make they help them understand that they are there to help. Um, However, the afterlife itself is its own. She's going to kind of scratch her head, her fingers kind of melding through her helmet as she kind of scratches her chin as she tries to look for the word. Kind of like its own pocket dimension with all of its own ecosystems and everything. The AI that they created were creatures born inside of that realm's hell.
So they're basically engrams then.
Yeah, for a lack of a better word, they are practically engrams. So, again, do keep your mind shut. And if we do find something good, pray to God it's a Scorpion LMG. Those things ripped apart everything. I mean, they were the main star of the gore wars back in the day. I mean, they ripped through every gore form imaginable. I mean, the shells exploded on impact and ripped apart cores like they were nothing.
As y'all are talking, you feel the air pressure slowly change and the temperature of the area slightly dip as you hear the pitter patter of very light rain.
The car is gonna grab Henry's hand and rush them underneath some kind of cover, not trusting the rain down here.
You fucking molten lava or some shit.
Oh no, it's just oil.
Oil.
She's going to
Yeah.
take a sigh and be like, "Sorry for yanking you. I don't trust anything down here. I mean, the
Oh, that's
Brotherhood
fair.
was doing some wild shit, but let's check out those Humvees." And they are going. Akara and her kaiju are going to link their minds together to form kind of a bond to prevent the AI from getting in. And they're going to both in sync because now they are perfectly linked, and they're going to ask Henry if he would like a psionic shielding.
No. It's a very advanced take of bullshit that he was not expecting today.
I am going to roll.
I roll will.
Nope. Proceed.
All right, they're gonna check the Humvees from left to right.
All right. So as you approach the first Humvee, it's in decent condition. It was just abandoned. You quickly find that the AI has it's not there.
She's gonna kind of scratch her head again, finger kind of melding through her helmet as she does so. She's gonna be like, That is that why the flies seem so jittery? No,
Could the AIs be in the flies?
I mean, it's possible they can jump directly to living beings, but I don't I don't see why they would go to the flies. They're kind of stupid.
I
They
mean,
are very stupid.
what if it was their only option for survival?
I mean, they do need a consistent, interaction to remain undormant. And if they go dormant, well, you could look to the new Lancer, Sasha, and you can see what happened there. That shit's terrifying. So I'm guessing they probably either jumped to the flies or whatever first being that they came across. But
So
I know
would
where
you
they
say
used to keep the
Or
weapons. Or
or as Ikara is able to get into these Humvees and work on it, she discovers that the AI module it's covered in a layer of carbon buildup. It's like it got burnt. Uh,
so the wake killed the AI, and she just says that outright and out loud. She's like, that's exactly what she assumes is that the wake killed the AIs.
either that or the demon?
Well, considering as the AIs are technically their own kind of demon, I'm assuming they had a battle and killed each other.
You ever seen a demon teleport around? It's weird.
It
uh,
is actually kind of weird. She's going to open the floor compartment in the back of the Humvee, which is where they usually kept spare weapons.
I need a dexterity check from Ikara.
11.
Oh, shit.
As she climbs in and moves around, she gets the incredibly unpleasant sound of a click as she hears something patter against the ground.
Oh
You
god, run.
take 4 points of direct fire damage as an incendiary round in a makeshift trap gets set off. You are also now on fire.
Oh god, does this kill her?
Nope. Am I allowed to pull a little bit of lore bullshit here? Fire is a weakness to the kaiju, but am I allowed to pull a little bit of lore bullshit here?
If it means that I can call back to it later as a potentially problematic thing, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Henry sees her entire body kind of break apart and burst into a spore cloud, and it kind of envelops the fire to snuff it out as she would reform bit by bit as like fungal tendrils wrap up and reform her body and armor as she is panting heavily from doing so. And she kind of drops to her knees and vomits up, straight fire, which
Henry is
does
not paid
still
enough.
damage her.
Yeah. Henry is not paid enough for this.
Yeah,
He has no idea what the hell that was.
she's having a panic attack right now because fire no bueno to Kaiju.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
he saw her poof and reform.
She's gonna kind of hold up a finger to him and be like, I just, I just need a sec. Hoof, I got God, huh. She's gonna kind of slowly stand up, stumbling around as becoming incorporeal. Kind of made her really, really fucking dizzy.
You
also, I
exploded.
will mention that this oil that is raining from the ceiling
Oh God, it's gonna catch
is not
fire.
flammable. It's not flammable.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
thank
fucking
God.
God. She's gonna be like,
Milk's
once
gonna
she
kill us
regains,
both.
once she finally regains her composure and is no longer dry heaving up, smoke and fire, she's going to clear her throat and she's going to look to Henry and be like, be very, very, very careful, please. I was a little dumb and I didn't expect there to be traps inside of the Humvee.
Would you mind if I volunteered you to be the first one to check them, since you can just do that kind of thing?
She's going to look at him and be like, I put the fire out. That shit still fucking hurt. All right.
Yeah, but you exploded and reformed yourself.
I didn't do that. I don't have full control over that yet. I haven't fully bonded with that little fucker. And she's going to point to the kaiju. He did that for me. Right now, I have no control over that. I don't have any control over any of the abilities we have. He has full control of it. But I can check them first if you'd like. If I happen to poof into a prismatic core, put it in a backpack or something, I'll eventually reform later, but once we get a little bit of a time where we're not on edge, I can explain to you what happened to me, since we're going to be down here, probably coming down here together for a while.
If that happens, should I just bring you to the surface?
She's like, that would probably be the best option. My kaiju can assume a much larger form if need be to protect you, and me, of course, but let's just hope I don't. She's going to put up her fingers and do air quotes, quote unquote, die down here, because we have no idea what Wake does to kaiju cores.
Well, I'd rather not find out.
So would I. She's going to scan the rest of the Humvee to make sure there's no more traps that are going to shoot her in the face.
No, but there are spent casings, various different bits of broken glass that she could actually fairly badly hurt herself. A vial of emptied ink. Uh, let's see out something
He's
else.
going. Her eyes are going to lock on the vial of ink. Well, the empty vial of ink.
Yeah, there's it's definitely it definitely is stained with ink is what I was trying to say.
All right.
There is also a bullpup shotgun here.
All right. She's not too interested in the shotgun, but she does kind of offer it to Henry. as she's going to have the kaiju use a tendril to sweep away the glass, so she's not putting her hands. Wait, no, she has fucking armored fucking hands. She's just gonna kind of sweep away the glass. She has fucking armor.
Henry currently does not have the inventory space for the shotgun.
There's always a sling.
But he does think Lakara would be better with the shotgun. You know, she knows more of the gun shit.
And once the glass is swept away, she is going to put her thumb right at the edge of the floor panel in the back of the Humvee and press down as the floor panel would pop up. And this is where you get to decide if there are any weapons in the hidden compartment.
There are. It is mostly a fresh stock. Unfortunately, a lot of any of the energy weapons have gone foul. So I'll describe that if you pick an energy weapon from
She
whatever
gets
things at the
giddy and
bottom.
starts fucking laughing, and like she becomes hysteric. Like she literally seems so fucking excited.
He's gonna back the fuck up.
She is going to lift up the scorpion, one of the scorpion LMGs from the back of it, and grab a belt of the ammunition, and she's going to turn to him. Nothing is standing in our way anymore.
Okay, but should we check see if the other Humvees have more of the ammunition in them?
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. She's gonna kind of sling her rifle, which will continue to be an inventory slot, and she is going to drop her knife because she no longer needs to get anywhere near anything.
So what Henry's now gonna plan to do is he going to plan to just to store all the non-collected weapons into one of the Humvees? So way later on when they come back up,
Ah,
and he manages
That's
to get
if they
enough
even go
information
down
out.
further. This
He
alone,
could,
the Humvees alone and the weapons will probably make them rich for life.
what? Henry's planning on having them driven up to near the drop site, so that way they can be easily collected without issue.
oh no, these these
Worry about
these
and all
uh
that later on.
these Humvees don't run. Their engines are fucked.
Yeah, like
He's pretty sure the car could pull them. You know, maybe get some tow lines or something.
Lakara is freakishly strong. Yes, she can punch a hole in steel now, but pulling a Humvee full of weapons is going to be a bit of a hassle and probably take her. God, what would it be? I think 6 full watches.
Yeah, no, that would be an entire day.
Maybe they get some help from the Fly family.
They could.
Also,
They could. She could offer them her MREs. She could offer them her
also
MREs. Henry could offer to cook for them again. You know, she could get genuine help. She is, however, going
I
to reload the Scorpion LMG like she has worked with it her entire life, and she's going to look to Henry and be like, "This weapon, I've been trying to get my hands on at least a replica my entire life. These weapons are of legend. I mean, there was a report of one of these, a single soldier gunning down an entire squad of Titans with one of these LMGs."
I will regrettably inform you that that is a fascinating bit of lore attached to that weapon, but it will have to settle for the two-handed weapon stats.
Oh, absolutely. No, I have no problem with that. I mean, she's going to have to
Okay.
fire it in either crouch or prone because even augmented soldiers were fucking thrown back by this thing. It fires 20 millimeter rounds at fucking 102 rounds of 20 minutes.
I'm just making sure.
That's, don't do the goofy voice. I swear to God, I'll take you to
He's
court.
yarn.
But yeah, she's going to, before she even opens anything, she's going to scan each of the Humvees to make sure they're not loaded with more traps.
All right, so uh, we should circle back to the scene of her scanning the fly food, Because I think we might have just skipped that by accident.
Yeah, you did.
We haven't even
I'm
gotten
sorry.
to it yet, actually. They kind of just they heard the rain, got scared, got sidetracked, went to the Humvees, and it's not even that yet. But after they kind of, get all of the Humvees done and all of that, she's going to finally be like, oh, right. And she's going to grab the container out of her backpack and she is going to hold it about 6 inches, not 6 inches. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the lore I made for it. About 12 inches from her face to get a proper scan of it, a proper detailed molecular scan.
Eggs. Eggs.
She's going to look to him and just toss it.
Eggs.
And then she's going to proceed to fucking snap her fingers as spores incinerate the fucking container. That was full of eggs. Be very, very glad you had me scan that, Henry.
Well, shit.
I mean, it would have tasted pretty good. And it's a phenomenal source of protein.
Phenomenal source of protein, but I'd rather not have maggots living in my stomach.
Well, okay, so here's the catch with that, is that it will help make food last longer, but it makes starvation substantially more dangerous.
Yeah, well, that's...
I used to fly to eat the flies that eat you from the inside out.
Exactly. And
She's gonna
that
be
is
like,
their life cycle. That's their life cycles. They try to get you to eat them.
she's going to look at Henry and be like, they tried to make you an incubator, and she is going to fight her absolute hardest to not turn the LMG towards the camp and just light up the tent and kill them all. Do I have to roll to restrain herself?
We will. Even better. Henry's gonna use his stick, gently rotates it to the camp.
She has no more self-control then, and she just pulls the trigger and has her scanner just light them up on the fucking light them up on her HUD and just open fire onto the fly people.
Hey, that was a betrayal. He does not like being betrayed with that. He tried to be nice, and look what they tried to do. They tried to put flies inside of him.
Am I allowed to
For them,
describe what
goddammit.
happens to the tent?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a quick, 4-second burst, and the tent is blown over there, up there, and over there, and anything inside the tent is now a fine mist. I mean a super fine mist.
So, I will roll.
Burn it down.
I don't think the Filet Clan is left alive.
Henry does not care. Burn the remains. More may come out of them.
I mean, she could
It's
fire
just
for a
the.
couple more seconds, and there'd be nothing left but ash.
It's just the cycle of life. You'd understand if you were one of them.
Well, he's
Yeah,
not.
if
So
I was one
purify
of them,
it.
but I'm not one of them.
Burn the
I'm
heretic.
not.
Cleanse the
Burn the
unclean.
heretic. Burn the heretic. Purge the Xenos.
Yes.
Let's see here. I'm gonna roll 3 more weapons just to see if anything prompts.
Maybe
Calamity
we'll
version of a telescoping sword.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, those things can be dangerous. They sometimes go off inside of their sheath.
Calamity version of a normal, uh, let's just say a normal melee weapon. Up to the Calamity representative here.
She will probably take the electrified baton that, can send out about 90,000 volts.
I will have to re-roll that because that doesn't work.
Yes, it does not. Yeah, see, now melee weapons tend to be a little broken because melee combat with Calamity was usually against Frontenacs, Tyranids, Space Marines,
Oh,
Saiyans.
oh no. What you were saying is fine. It's just
Oh.
that what I rolled just then was not working.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that a stiletto would have worked pretty well.
No, it would not have.
They had to deal with the Rosu brand weaponry for up close shit.
Yeah, and actually,
And
Rosu did design a lot of their melee weapons in the past. Because,
Yeah,
they had humans had to
especially
throw hands with Chaos Souls.
He does not care who you are. He will nut shot you.
All right, what's the last item?
in the back seat of a partially crushed Humvee, there is a full-blown. This is a foreign weapon. It's not native to the Brotherhood or Calamity. The wielder embedded in the fucking thing. It's
what?
just a full-blown Zavilda.
Oh, big
A
ass fucking
giant
sword.
great sword.
Oh, a Zweinhänder. It's called a Zweinhänder.
Zweinhand.
Yes, I know. I know a little bit of Scottish, mostly just about their weapons.
And also here, I'm struggling for a moment.
Did you guys know that sawdust is hydrophobic?
Yes, that's one of the things that also makes it dangerous because it can pile up on top of water as a fire hazard.
I too fear water.
Well, clearly, you're about fucking 5 brain cells away from being brain dead.
Yeah, 4, 3,
Oh.
2.
There's also a bayonet kit here as well.
Bayonets for days. Alrighty.
Yeah,
Hey,
you can actually use this bayonet kit to turn your stick into a spear.
No. Henry's gonna look at Kara. Hey, do you think we could put a bayonet on that gun?
He's like, I they usually had plasma bayonets on the end of these, but a bayonet would still work. I mean, like, if anything got close to me and then got stabbed by this, they would have a very bad time when I pull the trigger.
Yeah. Even if you run out of ammo, it's best we have some up close option.
No,
You got rid of your-
absolutely. I plan to take some of this ammo back to the surface, though, to see if, our scientists and machinists can't replicate it, because coming down here with one of these, now that's a party that the demons don't want to be invited to.
What are you gonna make into a jetpack or something?
No, I'm just gonna fucking have a gun and have consistent ammo for it.
I will describe the big ass sword a little bit more. Henry can distinctly describe it as something that is forbidden, primarily because if he reaches to touch it, his soul says, "Don't touch that."
Why? Why am I not? Why no touchy?
Well, he doesn't know why. His soul just doesn't want him to fucking touch it.
Akara's just gonna kind
Why
of
no
look at it for a
touchy?
couple of seconds. Akara's just gonna kind of look at it for a couple of seconds. She's gonna be like, that's probably cursed.
He's gonna poke with his stick to see what happens.
There's a few more details. Etched into the giant blade is the image of trees. As a matter of fact, it's a whole rainforest that's etched into the blade.
Definitely.
Okay, I see why.
The handle is it's actual wood and actual leather.
I see why.
Definitely cursed.
I see why he doesn't want him to touch it now. Nature, it's hostile.
She's like, so I'm right for once, and you agree with me?
Ikara, your scanner is it like calibrated to pick up Amostus signatures as well?
They are calibrated to pick up Amostus manifest, so they're not blindsided by a cylinder to the back of the dome.
It recognizes this weapon as some form of a manifest.
She's
It's like a
like,
very low
oh.
detection.
She's gonna be like, I still think it's cursed, even though it's a partial manifest.
He's gonna grab a stick and go to poke it just in case, see what happens.
He's going to have a gun aimed
Well,
at it
first
just
of
in case.
all, he experiences all of his soul saying, "Hey, I told you not to fucking touch that," and nothing happening.
She is then going to scan Henry just in case.
Henry's fine. If anything, he is showing like a physically escalated stress response, but that is partially out of his control. It could
He's
also
going
just
to
be
touch
him
it
being
now.
in the other.
Just to spite whatever's telling you to not touch it.
Henry, I need you to roll a wisdom check, my boy.
All right, bet. I got this, baby. Got 21. They're like, eat shit.
Good lord.
I'll give him
Eat
11.
and
He
suck on
rolled.
my cock.
As he touches the blade, he briefly experiences another life. He briefly experiences just a fragment of compassion, deep, resounding compassion and death.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's soul is embedded inside of this weapon.
Ah.
Would
It
destroying the
is,
sword free it?
yes, by definition, yes.
Yeah, Skell doesn't do soul entrapment shit. She's gonna kind of flick through her scanner settings. They don't have a proper soul detection setting because
You're just immediately
they're.
going to go to destroy it without her even scanning it.
I mean,
How are you
easily.
going to destroy the giant metal sword?
You could just ask Akara to shoot it with gun.
We see. There's this thing called maybe bringing it over to the hole to the next level and just dropping it into the fucking acid.
I doubt that would destroy it. I don't think manifests are very affected by acid.
I mean, it's a
Actually,
partial.
manifests can be destroyed by acid. It's just the problem that they are self-healing.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna look at Henry and be like, my scanner can't entirely pick up spiritual presences. It can pick up demons and, angelic creatures, but it can't pick up straight up souls. But it is flickering between demon and angelic presence, which usually for us means it's a soul of sorts.
It is a soul.
All right. Her voice is going to lower a bit and she's going to be like, well, at Skell, soul trapping is strictly prohibited and will result in you being tortured for the rest of your life.
We must
I would
destroy
like.
it.
She's gonna be like, step the fuck back then, unless you want to be hit with shrapnel and explosive heat.
He's gonna step back.
She is going to.
His eyes have a different look to them right now.
She's going to kneel down and just squeeze the trigger as 2 rounds come out and detonate.
Watch the sword survive.
The blade has been shattered.
She's going to
And
shoot it a few more times just to make sure. She doesn't want any chance of it being trapped.
I say shattered because that's an Emosis keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, no, all right, yeah. She's going to kind of let out a sigh of relief and be like, well, I feel like this is a hella good fucking haul. We could grab all this stuff, head out, and then be back down here within the next week,
Yeah, I think that could be a good idea.
Well, there goes your
We
idea of
didn't
having
do
the
much
fly people
exploring,
help us.
but we got stuff of a lot more value.
True. Next time we definitely need to focus on exploring because we'll be a little bit better kitted out. So let's check the rest of these Humvees, grab any basic service rifles. I mean, if any of the other ones are fully stockpiled, there's another Scorpion LMG in each of those. and we could easily get big money. So of course they're going to check the Humvees. She's going to scan the Humvees before they fucking open the doors.
And if there are any grenades in there, he's gonna throw one. He's just gonna throw one at where the flies were.
She might throw one too. She might throw one too.
Okay, so I'm going to say that there are around in this immediate area, because this refugee camp is actually quite fucking large. There are Humvees sprinkled out throughout the entire thing, but they're all in different, varying different states of damage. Unfortunately, that first Humvee was in a pretty good condition, and the rest of these are much more worn.
Honestly, I feel like that's more of a balancing than a floor piece.
I could just be due to age and lack of maintenance, to be honest.
You'd be surprised what the old Calamity technology can do without ever being touched for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
But
Also,
yeah, they're probably damaged from wake demons.
let me seed a few more things.
Okay.
As you scavenge and scrounge through the next few Humvees, you see different signs of raiding. You see the leftovers of different meal scraps, different corpses that are not human or common. You see some of the Humvees have actually been modified. It looked like at some point they were working down here after the massive changes. You see one of the Humvees definitely had people living inside of it. Maybe it was the flies. Maybe it was something else.
He's gonna make sure there's no eggs in there just in case.
No.
But maybe you can also transport the corpse in order to be studied and stuff.
What corpse?
There were some corpses in a couple of the Humvees, and laid around the place.
Right, yeah. If there's any
Non-human
fly corpses, there will not be any fly corpses after Lucara sees them. It's on site with flies now.
No, not fly corpses. Just like non-human and non-demon corpses. So that could be worth studying.
They could be, yeah. Definitely worth studying. Yeah, but I will say though, Dalton, it is now on site with the flies.
Oh, those are gonna be one of the factions.
Okay, well, it's gonna be on fucking site.
I'm in Vepus.
Oh well. You will either eventually get over it or make things very interesting.
About to be fucking war of
This
the
old man
flies.
decided he hates flies.
You've heard of Lord of the Flies. You've heard of Lord of the.
You do manage to scavenge a good bit more from the rest of these Humvees. If they were all put together, it would be another pretty good condition Humvee.
All right, so they get about another Humvee worth, one more Humvee worth of an arsenal.
Hey, Car. Do you think if you put one of the Humvees in neutral, we could probably roll it to the drop point? You know, load it with the weapons and everything.
I mean, she's gonna be like, yeah, I'm definitely strong enough to pull it as long as it's in neutral.
I mean,
We'd have to get underneath. We'd have to just pull off the brake pads because without it being active, it's all electronic, you know. So there's no way that we could put it in neutral otherwise. Actually, I believe there's an emergency brake release, but it's underneath the vehicle, which is a horrible oversight. It was meant for, like the Humvees were coated in lead, so they couldn't be EMP'd. They were coated in all of these other materials, and so they thought they would never need to touch the manual brake release. So they put it underneath the vehicle. But we could absolutely get one of them in neutral and just lug all of this stuff back, and we gonna be rich. I'm telling you that now, Henry. I might not have liked you the first time we were down here, but after putting my hand in that undead's chest, I understand why you like the stick so much. It feels good to hit him with your hands.
Never underestimate the power of a good stick.
She's like,
It'll
I
never
also
betray
have
you.
a stick. Mine's just a little loud.
I guess you could say that Henry's not a stick in the mud. Terrible pun.
Horrible pun.
Like the fly, stick will never betray us.
Yeah. You know, you've heard of Lord of the Flies, but now it's about to be Death of the Flies.
It'll be Lord of the Flies. Where is the magic conch shell?
Where's the magic
Oh
conch
my
shell that
goodness.
allows us to kill them all?
I tried to introduce one non-human faction, and y'all's immediate reaction is to fucking genocide them.
To be fair, originally our plan was to have them help us and be allies with them until they tried to impregnate Henry. That was a
To
lie.
be fair, that is their cycle of life. They will go extinct if they don't try to do that.
Well, then maybe
Yeah,
they
well, they
deserve to
can
go
fucking
extinct,
go
okay?
extinct. I'm starting to understand the Emperor's point of fucking view. All right.
I think Lucy might also be understanding the way Veterus does things now.
Yeah, it's usually better just to not learn what the stick of the new alien is and just kill it.
Yeah.
Kill it before you can empathize with it.
Yeah, don't
No,
empathize.
we don't do that here.
We just send 20
Anyway.
millimeter high explosive radioactive shells their way.
We just
Anyways.
nuke them.
To discourage the habit of returning to the drop site at the end of every session, I'm going to end the session here because your runs can span across multiple sessions. You don't have to return to the drop site to end the run.
Well, no, this is more of a one-time thing. You kind of gave us a haul that's insane. We're not going to leave it behind, Dalton. Like,
Well,
no
yeah,
sane person would do that.
but no, I'm just pointing out that we can stop and resume here. We don't have to return to the drop site
Yeah.
at the end of every session.
Oh, yeah, no. No, absolutely. But, like,
I'm just saying so we don't forget about it.
the next session, we would literally just start by them going to the drop site, going up, and then time skipping for them coming back down. And then we'd probably just skip them forward past the buildings that we already know.
I mean, maybe economy bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Let's see here. You have
see, one fully stocked Humvee's secret weapon chest would have a Scorpion LMG, 3 rifles, 2 shotguns, 5 pistols.
you gotta put it in text, man.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember what I used. So I'm trying to remember because a old Calamity Humvee could hold up to 6 soldiers. Each soldier would be tasked with, having, of course, the weapons they'd have on themselves, and then they'd have their basic storage, which would just be ammunition, grenades, artillery shells. And then the secret storage would have the emergency Scorpion LMG, which is meant for taking out armored targets, Titans, Chaos Souls. Well, when they were weaker. But so there'd be okay, hold on. Okay.
Can I disconnect the bot?
No, I'm trying to think of one more thing to do before.
Elude you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I just fucking realized. Yeah, the rifles that are in that truck in the back of that Humvee are also really valuable. They fucking fire 500 Nitro Express.
Oh yeah, Allison's favorite weapon.
Yeah, except they fire
You
fully
see
automatic
a
20-round max.
So for a few moments, you feel this terrible pressure on your shoulders. The companion feels this as well. I keep forgetting. The kaiju feels this as well. You feel this terrible pressure on your shoulders as for a moment a pair of red eyes shimmers into the sky and glances over where y'all are, the range of its sight being projected as a column of gentle red lights sweeping over y'all, giving you a intense feeling of doom. And it sweeps over y'all and sweeps over the camp, and you see tendrils of smoke bolt down from the sky into a few of the tents and rip things up into the air. And then the eyes are gone.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't fucking like that either. We should definitely get to pulling this Humvee. That's what 2 Humvees worth of weapons and stuff would be. Old Calamity tech. So. Ah, shit. I'm gonna have to have Lola destroy this tech before it makes it to the surface.
I mean, you could also have them be degraded in such a way that they're not particularly beneficial, but their designs can be reverse engineered.
I'm going to say that the nanotech suit squares are completely and utterly destroyed. As for the Scorpion LMG and the Snakebite rifles, they're just big cartridge rifles. It's a 20 millimeter LMG and a 500 Nitro Express fully automatic rifle. So those aren't scale breaking or anything. They're just kind of really strong
I will
weapons.
also say another thing. Whereas Stackers Corporation could also be interfering with the technology getting out, since Stackers Corporations will receive your characters before they're handed off to their appropriate corporations, just to guarantee that no serious threats escape. But
That is
that's
fair.
also how the cursed sword got confiscated as well.
I would definitely say they probably confiscate the nanotech squares, even if they're not working, because that armor allowed regular humans to throw hands with Saiyans, Chaos Souls, and Noxie like they were on their level.
Yeah.
And since Stacker will eventually be working for, Luminite, he would definitely understand that she does not want this kind of technology in the hands of mortals.
Stacker works for Stacker. It just happens to be very beneficial for him to tolerate, quote unquote, working for people.
Yeah, he's gonna have to
I mean,
tolerate it too, because
technically Betty's in charge of him.
Yeah.
Betty can be in charge of her own. She can be in charge of herself. Fuck Betty.
He is.
But also technically on like a mimetic scale, this is okay. So this is going to be one of the subjects I'm gonna have the bot leave, because I'm about to get horribly off subject.
Yeah, we're